Wolverhampton has been catching the eye of property investors and first-time buyers alike, offering affordable entry points in a market that's seeing some serious change. Now, with all the regeneration going on, it's one of those places where you can get a lot for your money. But it's not just about the numbers. It's about what's coming next for the city. So, if you're considering getting involved in the Wolverhampton property market, let's dive in, shall we? For starters, if you're looking for something affordable, Wolverhampton ticks a lot of boxes. Compared to other cities, particularly those in the West Midlands, house prices here remain reasonable. Take, for instance, the popular area of Bilbrook. It's not the first name that pops up when you think trendy, but here's the thing. Properties in Bilbrook can offer real value for money. We're talking about family homes, semi-detached houses, and even the occasional bargain flat that still offers decent square footage for a price you wouldn't believe, especially when you're up against places like Birmingham. Then there's Wednesfield. Again, not the first place people might think of, but this part of Wolverhampton is perfect for first-time buyers looking to get their foot on the property ladder. The area benefits from a really decent selection of properties. Small terraced houses with gardens are common here. And guess what? Prices are still affordable, even though it's only a short distance from Wolverhampton city center. It's the kind of place where a little bit of love and attention can turn a property into a real gem. And because the area is becoming more desirable, you can expect future value growth as well. Smart, right? Wolverhampton's regeneration story is one worth keeping an eye on. Over the past few years, the city has really been turning things around, with key projects happening in the city center. The University of Wolverhampton has made huge investments in the area, and this is starting to show in the property market. Just last year, the university invested £120 million into redeveloping its city center campus, which has boosted both the student housing market and the area's overall appeal. If you can snag something near the university, you're onto a winner long term. And speaking of regeneration, let's not forget the West Midlands Metro extension. This has been a game changer for connectivity. The fact that Wolverhampton is now so well connected to Birmingham and other parts of the West Midlands means more people are likely to want to live here. In fact, I had clients in the past who were surprised at how easy it was to jump on the metro and get into the city center in under 30 minutes. This added convenience is a key factor driving property demand, particularly for young professionals and students. Now, let's talk a bit about the types of properties that are really benefiting from these changes. The high-end new builds, for example, are gaining popularity. Developments like the I-9 and WN1 apartments are attracting buyers who want modern living with a touch of luxury but don't want to pay London prices. What's more, these developments are in prime locations near transport links, so you're getting access to all the perks of city living without the eye-watering price tags. On the flip side, for people looking for something a bit more traditional, there are still plenty of Victorian-era properties around the city center. These houses, with their character and charm, are being snapped up by buyers who are willing to put a bit of work in. From my experience, Wolverhampton offers a solid return on investment (ROI) for buy-to-let investors. The city has seen strong demand for rental properties, especially with the local universities and growing businesses. With housing being relatively affordable compared to surrounding areas, there's still room for good rental yields. Areas like Pendeford, close to the M54, are seeing a lot of attention from people working in the region, making it an ideal place for investors to look for properties that will attract long-term tenants. And let's not forget the fact that rental demand in Wolverhampton is growing steadily. Tenants are looking for well-located homes near schools, shops, and public transport. Things that properties in areas like the city center and parts of Tettenhall are starting to offer more and more. In terms of future growth, Wolverhampton's property market is looking very promising. The city is on the radar for a lot of developers and investors. So expect more regeneration projects in the near future. Plans are already in place for more residential developments, with a focus on creating attractive, modern housing that appeals to a range of buyers. Combine this with the fact that Wolverhampton is increasingly being seen as a hub for business, education, and transport, and you've got a property market that is just starting to heat up. If you're thinking about getting involved in Wolverhampton's property market, the best advice I can give is to think long-term. Whether you're a first-time buyer or an investor, Wolverhampton is definitely one to watch. It's a place where you can still get a decent deal, but also a place with a future that looks incredibly bright. With all the regeneration happening, it's not just about buying a property. It's about securing a stake in the city's future. And honestly, that's a win-win.